We go to Washington.
We suck again!
SecDef Pete Hegseth was asked about Afghanistan. He said, yeah, that shit was fucked up.
Fuck off.
Then was asked about accountability. He said, oh, it's coming. Bank on it.
You're fired! Feel that, buddy? Huh? Huh? Huh?
I'm Jazz Berganzo on this. Anytime that you can slam Dementia Joe and White Rage Mark Milley in the same breath,
Now you're an asshole.
oh, it's a good day.
Yes!
And it's what's next. Heidi ho, ladies and gents. Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Tuesday. Remember Afghanistan? Yeah, let's take a trip in the way back. Let's go way, way, way back 2.5 years ago, where there was this wonderful withdrawal. Everybody got out. Nothing happened to service members. All the equipment got pulled out. And we let them, judge their own, have their own people run their own country. Well, of course, if you believe that, I've got a bridge in Brooklyn for $1. Anyway, that was a total cluster of epic proportions. 13 service members died. Americans were left behind. $85 billion worth of equipment was left behind. Injuries galore. And of course, Biden called it an extraordinary success. What a piece of shit. Anyway, newly crowned SecDef Pete Hegseth says investigators are coming in. There will be a full investigation. Accountability will be held and heads will roll. Oh, that last one, I hope it really happens. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Exclusive. Hegseth has tapped investigators for botched Afghanistan withdrawal. Accountability will be a-coming. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth told Breitbart News that he's already picked investigators who will look into the disastrous Afghanistan withdrawal. We've already identified folks in charge of full investigation inside the Pentagon, Hegseth said in an interview Thursday. I don't have a time frame on it. Sally, we've already waited about 2.5 years, 3 years since what occurred. I don't want to wait any longer, but I always want to get it right, he said. Let's take a trip in the way back and let's see what lovely. Remember Mark Miley? White Rage Mark Miley? Yeah. Let's hear what he had to say.
Afghanistan.
That's the non-combatant evacuation. And I think one of the other senators said it very well. It was a logistical success, but a strategic failure.
Good job. Good job, Mark. In July 21, Biden administration lost a chaotic withdrawal of the U.S. troops and embassy officials from Afghanistan that led to the deaths of 13 U.S. service members and a suicide bombing at the Kabul International Airport, Abbey Gate. In addition, hundreds of Americans were left behind, despite the administration touting the withdrawal as a success and bragging about its conducing largest withdrawal in history. On its way out, the U.S. military conducted a strike meant to target the suicide bomber, but ended up killing an aid worker and his family instead. Then Chairman of Joint Chiefs, Mark Miley, touted it as a righteous strike. Good job, Mark. No leader was held accountable or fired. Only Marine Colonel Stuart Scheller, who demanded accountability in a viral video, remember him? Lost his career. President Donald Trump appointed him as senior advisor to the defense under Secretary for Personnel and Readiness. And let's take another trip on the way back. Biden says, it was great.
After 20 years, I've learned the hard way that there was never a good time to withdraw U.S. forces. That's why we're still there. We were clear-eyed about the risks. We planned for every contingency, but I always promised the American people that I would be straight with you. The truth is, this did unfold more quickly than we had anticipated. So what's happened? Afghanistan political leaders gave up and fled the country. The Afghan military collapsed, sometime without trying to fight. If anything, the developments of the past week reinforced that ending U.S. military involvement in Afghanistan now was the right decision.
And for those who don't know, he was on plenty of
American
Adderall.
troops cannot and should not be fighting in a war and dying in a war that Afghan forces are not willing to fight for themselves.
Funny he said that, but then has no problem giving $200 billion of U.S. taxpayer money to Ukraine, a proxy war. Hypocrisy. God love it. Hegseth said accountability is a-coming. The way you establish real accountability is the way of establishing real fact chains. Chains of events, information on what happened, what did happen, who made the decision, why was the reason they made that decision, why did they give advice and then not give advice, why did they execute an order in a certain way, did they speak up when they were supposed to or not. I don't think there's anybody that feels like there's been an honest accounting of what happened in Afghanistan. That's our job. So we're going to drive in the full investigation and get a sense of what happened. And I stated as a workforce on Friday, I guess that's less than a week ago, accountability will be coming for what happened in Afghanistan. And that it's important to reestablish trust at the Defense Department, he added. I really hope so. And I think Pete Hegseth, as hard ass as he is, he's going to get to the bottom of it. And if he has to drag Mark Milley's ass into Senate and basically grill his ass now, for those who don't know, Mark Milley got a pardon from one Dementia Joe. Yes, we will make sure we're going to, pardon his ass, so nothing could happen, because Mark Milley believed that Donald Trump was going to throw him in jail for the shit that went down. Oh yes, he was going to. So we may criminally may not be able to go after him, but financially, to make sure that he doesn't work anywhere again, not even a consultant at the freaking Arby's. Oh, it's a coming. And I really hope Pete Hegseth drills his ass right into the fucking ground, because him and along with others could have prevented this. They could have prevented all this. But no, they allowed it to happen and then called it success when it was done. At the deaths, blood on their hands, of 13 U.S. service members. Fucking A. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Borganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the show as always. Appreciate you. And we'll see you next time. Peace.